Hi, welcome to part 2 of Troy Asset Management's series on the fundamentals of gold. Today we're going to look at who holds all the gold. This is obviously important because we want to know who holds all the above ground gold because they're the ones that buy it or may be inclined to sell it, and they can affect the pricing of gold. The largest group, with 2.1 billion troy ounces of gold, or 44% of all above ground gold, is held in jewelry, decorative, or religious items. Now, a lot of people are surprised by this, but if you look back in history, jewelry didn't just serve the purpose of adornment, and still to this day in places like India or China or other emerging markets, jewelry is a way to hold your savings. So bracelets and necklaces that have gold in them aren't just jewelry, but they're also sometimes your life savings. This is usually in places where the banking system traditionally has not been strong or as trustworthy, or where there's been certain amounts of uncertainty. Now, these days, 24% of all gold is held in private stocks. That includes both individuals' holdings of gold coins, people's collections of bullion, or institutional collections of bullion, as well as ETF holdings, for instance, or other funds or companies that have been set up to invest in gold. And this category is definitely a net buyer today, and certainly increasing in its influence of the price of gold through all of its purchases. The next category is also very important. This is the official reserve category with 1 billion ounces, or 21%. This group, over the past 20 years, as the global monetary system generally left the precious metals backing and moved more towards debt backing, official government bodies have been generally net sellers over the past 20 years. But now they're recently net buyers, which we'll go into in more detail further along in our series on the fundamentals of gold. Finally, the other category, with only 11%, or roughly 500 million ounces of gold, are industrial uses, and that includes things like fillings in your teeth, or the gold circuit boards that have been used in computers originally, because gold is an excellent conductor. So that gives you an idea of who holds all the gold. For just a second, we're going to look at the official gold holdings. This is an interesting table of which countries have the largest gold holdings in their reserve banks. Number 3 is the IMF, and number 12 is the ECB. So although those aren't individual countries, they certainly play a big role in the international monetary system. And these central bank gold holdings account for 861 million troy ounces, which represents about 16.6% of all above ground gold. The gold in these central bank reserves has been shrinking over the past 20 years as they left the gold standard, and this has put downward pressure on pricing. However, most recently, last year was the first year that official bodies were net purchasers of gold by the tune of about 15.5 million ounces that were announced to having been purchased by China, and India is also now a net purchaser of gold. So private stock buyers are increasing their purchases, and now official bodies are also recognizing the power of the precious metal, and that it's returning to its traditional role in the monetary system, and they are now net purchasers, and that also adds significant upward pricing pressure on the gold price. Well, we'd love to hear from you, so please visit our website, www.troyassets.com/request-info. We'd love to hear from you and discuss your gold investing strategy. Thank you.